YouTube? It's your boy BigJusLaFlare. Welcome to the LaFlare Lounge with it. And you know, today is the actual first day of the Tory versus the city of Los Angeles Megan Thee Stallion case, right? Now, we learned a lot of things today already that we've been wondering for 3.5 years, and all they did was the opening statements. Now, some of the things we learned before I get you the play-by-play right here from the Lawyer for Workers, right here. One of the first things, and I've seen multiple nude sites say this, so I don't want y'all to just think who is this and why is her word law. They're saying that the prosecution, which represents Megan Thee Stallion in this case, confirmed that she did sleep with Tory. So basically she lied. That's lie number one. We're going to break down the lies. That's lie number one. That's lie number one. She said that on Gayle King, straight in the interview, she said she never had sex with Tory. We all knew that was cap, though. We knew Tory was on the stool, hitting that thing from the back. Bend down a little bit lower for me, baby, so I can reach you. Yeah, stop playing. We know that he was busting down them cheeks. So, right here, prosecutor said in the opening statement that Kelsey Harris, who was the former best friend of Megan Thee Stallion, will testify that she saw her close friend get shot by the defendant. Now, this is the X factor right here for the case. Everything that I've seen to me is pretty weak of a case for the prosecution, except for Kelsey Harris. Now, another thing is that they both, let me see if I can find it. All right. It says Tory Lanez denies being the shooter. Megan will testify and is adamant that she saw Lanez fire. Lanez attorney plans to present a theory that Megan's former best friend, Kelsey Harris, could have discharged the gun. Here we go. This is one that needs to be cleared up. Both Tory and Kelsey have been tested positive for gunshot residue. It travels in small spaces. So she's set to testify against Tory. But I do think that a good attorney, which I'm sure Tory has, can eat that up. He can eat up that shit, because the problem is Kelsey and Megan, first of all, they both have took shots at each other after that. They were beefing. They fought each other. She's saying that she saw him shoot, but she was saying in her live how it didn't have to go that far. She needs to take accountability. What I'm assuming is that being that she tested positive for gun residue, this is just my own theory. I think the prosecution said, if you don't want to testify, we're going to charge you too. And so she did what she had to do. She just had a baby, all of that. So I think she's getting up there doing what she has to do. So I think it could really go bad. And I think that Tory does have the upper hand, but Kelsey really is the wild card. When I said the lies, I felt like the first lie right there was that she clearly lied. They just admitted that she lied about sleeping with him. She also said that she lied. This is the second lie that's confirmed. She lied about getting in the car. Now, even in one of the things on that I've heard today is that the prosecution is saying that basically she, matter of fact, let's just go. Let's
in the
listen.
Tory Lanez trial, we had opening statements. Opening statements are still actually going. We have to pause midway through for lunch. Better than TV. If you watch the prosecution's opening statement, you would say guilty. If you then watch the defense's opening statement, you would say, what the hell is the prosecution thinking, charging him? Basically, the prosecution started with this story. They said that, hey, they're all at the party, and Tory is leaving the party with Meg. They're in the car. An argument breaks out, during which Meg says and insults his skills as a rap artist. This leads to a situation where she gets out of the car, and he shoots at her feet and yells, "Dance, bitch." And then she ends up at a hospital, and a doctor takes out 3 fragments of bullet wounds from her foot. Now, if you just hear, and the prosecution says that Kelsey, the other woman in the car, is going to testify that Tory shot Meg. And Kelsey has a text message where she texts somebody that, hey, Tory shot Meg. And then the rest of the prosecution's case is based on all these calls and texts where Tory's like, oh, I'm so sorry, oh, I'm so drunk. He never says that I shot him. He's just like, oh, I'm just so sorry, I'm so drunk. So question what he's apologizing for. So that's the prosecution's case. Seems pretty easy. Then the defense comes up, and man, it gets spicy. First, the defense goes, they're not telling you about half of what's going on. The most important thing they're not telling you about an eyewitness who saw two women fighting, Kelsey and Meg. And so let's talk about why them two are fighting. Let's talk about how she was in the front seat. The gun was caught in the front seat. Let's talk about how she might have gunpowder. She does have gunpowder. Let's talk about how this has nothing to do with the fight between Tory and Meg and everything to do with the fight between Meg and Kelsey. And then the defense starts dropping the bombs. He basically says this, that they're in the car. Yeah, they left. But do you know why they left? They left because Kylie and Tory were in the pool together. And Kelsey and Meg both felt some type of way about that, to the point that Meg felt really some type of way about that. And
they saying that boy Tory was trying to get his ditty on, boy. He was trying to add the third motherfucker to the stable, and Megan Thee Stallion wanted to be the only horse in that motherfucker. Let's get it.
He was really trying to go, to the point that eventually, because of how Meg is acting, this is according to the defense, Kylie Jenner goes to Megan Thee Stallion and says, "It's time for you to leave." They all leave. The defense's point is what happens in the car is this. Tory questions Kelsey, "Hey Kelsey, why are you backing up Meg for me trying to, get it on with Kylie Jenner? Meg has been snaking men from you your whole life. I hooked up with you, Kelsey, and then Meg went behind your back and hooked up with me. And Kelsey, this is not the first time. You had been hooking up with Ben Simmons. Meg went behind your back and hooked up with Ben Simmons. You have been..."
She was smashing Ben. Ben was hitting that too. Because the only thing Ben was hitting was the side of the motherfucking net. Ben wasn't shooting no jumpers. Ben wasn't dunking. He wasn't shooting threes. He wasn't even playing basketball. Ben was hitting the crevices of Megan Thee Stallion and Kelsey's punani.
And hooking up with the baby. Meg went behind your back and hooked up with the baby. And so the defense started.
So the baby was hitting Kelsey too? God damn, you go over to their house and it's demon time. Literally, it's a nothing but an orgy going on. And they ain't even know it.
Starts dropping all these grenades. The crowd is captivated. The jury's like, "Oh, what's going on?" And there's every reason to believe that there could have been a fight here, not between Tory and Meg, but between Meg and Kelsey. And the shooting could have not been Tory. It could have been done by any one of the other people in that car.
All right, man. So look, that sounds crazy to me. It sounds crazy to me. They're saying, so the prosecution basically saying that like nothing happened. They were just leaving. They got into it. She said, "My music is better than yours. Your music sucks, Tory." And Tory gets mad when she wants to pull the car over. He exits the car. Maybe he shot out the window. Maybe he shot over the window. He said, "Dance, bitch," and shot her. The defense is saying, "Nah, nigga. I was secretly fucking you. I was already fucking Kelsey. I was trying to hop down on Kylie Jenner. Y'all got mad, confronted me. Kylie said, 'Get y'all drunk asses out my motherfucking house.' You get out, y'all go, y'all leave, hop in the same car. Tory drops the motherfucking bomb. Over here like, Kelsey, why the fuck you sitting here defending this tramp? All she do is steal your niggas. Ben Simmons, the baby, shit, even me, I hit that too. The fuck? Hot girl summer, thought girl summer, that's all that was. That's what he's saying. So then, Kelsey's like, wow, bitch, goes in on her. Megan goes, hey, stop the motherfucking car. Cause this bitch got some nerves, even though I'm drunk and in the wrong. I'm a woman. I don't want to admit when I'm wrong. Pull over. She gets out, starts whooping Kelsey's ass. The gun's in the front seat. Kelsey was in the front seat. She possibly, because they're saying that maybe she did it, possibly shot her. Maybe Tory tried to struggle to take the gun out, and that's why residue's on his hand as well. Maybe the gun went off. All they're saying is it didn't go down the way that they're saying it went down. And I understand it. Even earlier, if we can go right here to no jumper, it says right here something that I thought was interesting. Because like even when they say right here, it says she exited out of the vehicle, talking about Megan Thee Stallion. Prosecutors allege after Megan Thee Stallion called Tory's music trash, she exited out the vehicle and Tory exited too. Now remember, she said he shot over the window. That's interesting. Somebody's lying. That's the third lie. I don't know. It's just sounding weird to me. Then they're saying right here, this is interesting to me. At this time, Tory walked towards Megan because they saying that Megan crawled into a driveway and sat down. At this time, Tory began to walk towards Megan and Kelsey. Kelsey approached Tory to stop him from approaching. When Kelsey approached him, prosecutors say Tory punched Kelsey and pulled her to the ground by her hair. My only question to that, right? I'm not going to say that's a lie, but I do think it's pretty interesting that you're saying a man shot you over a bruised ego, then he socked your friend out and pulled her to the ground by her hair, and y'all still got up and got in the car with him. And also, why wasn't he charged for assault? So to me, that's weird. I just feel like that's another lie. I'm just being honest with y'all. Let me see if there's anything else before we wrap this up. Let me see what else they got. They're saying Tory called from jail, hit everybody up, texting, saying that he apologized. Now, like y'all just seen lawyers say, they didn't say for what though. Because when they actually went back and forth online about this a few months ago, Tory said, I didn't apologize for that. Tory was saying that he apologized for basically just being a messy ass nigga and getting everybody into a situation that led to that. He didn't say, I did this. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Let me just gonna say this. They saying that the officer, the arresting officer, he got a domestic violence case himself, so he won't be a witness. Megan probably won't be a witness because she's lied so many times. Kelsey has to be a witness, and her cross-examination can go very, very bad. They fought each other. It's just, to me, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if Tory don't beat this case. Like I said, Kelsey's the wild card. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this situation. Tell me who y'all think is lying. Tell me who y'all think is going to actually their career is going to go downhill from this. We're day one. We got more days coming. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, gang. And we out of here, baby. Boom.
Our Daddy channel. Subscribe to our Daddy channel.